Hey guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about what the difference is between a professional actor and a good actor. And I get this quite a bit. Like, subscribe, or dislike. You have three options. You have two options, like or dislike. Subscribe is not an option, it's a must to continue this video. So subscribe. I'm going to trust you. You better not be lying. You subscribing? Okay. Remember, I'm going to check the list. And if you didn't, why? Do I bother you? Why are you here then? Subscribe, like, or just don't come around. Okay, so what's the difference between a professional and a good actor, right? A good actor is somebody who's like focused on the craft. They're talented. They live for the arts. They know how to develop characters. They study this stuff. They read a lot. They love movies. They love theater. They love plays. They love reading narratives, Greek mythology, drama, comedy, and not the slapstick kind, the real comedy, like the old Greek stuff, and like really Dante's, Inferno kind of knowledge. Like they actually have read not just Inferno, but the entire Divine Comedy. And that's a good actor. Like a good actor is just like knowledgeable and good at what they're doing and hardworking, and they're talented and they bring it. They bring something to the table every single time. It's like a good artist, right? Like they just paint and it's just like, man, that's so good. That's so good. But they're not always professional. That really sucks when that happens. When you have a great actor who's not professional. And it happens a lot. And it's that conflict between the creative and sometimes like as creatives we just feel like, well, like, something's got to give. Like Einstein probably didn't know how to tie his shoelaces, because when you're that smart in maths and physics, you got to have like limited motor skills. At least that's what logic says, right? So if you're super talented as an artist, like there's no way you could be good at understanding business or like, I don't know, social skills or respect. So I think that's a fallacy to a certain extent, right? Everything can be learned. Here's the beautiful part. The manners and the keep yourself together, it can be acquired. Okay, so what am I talking about here? It happens a lot. I've made a rant in another video about an actor who kind of screwed me up on a set once because she called the night before and asked if she could go to an audition. Look, I get it. It's a gig industry, but the difference between a talented actor and a professional actor, or a good actor and a professional actor, is that the professional actor is also good and also respects the industry that they're in, not just introverted on, hey, I'm so talented, I work on my craft and that's it, but hey, I work on my craft, but I also understand there's a business side to it, and without that business side, there's nowhere for me to perform my craft, and therefore I would like to be successful, not just known as a good actor, right? So Van Gogh versus Picasso. Van Gogh, great artist. Died dirt poor, hardly known, I believe. You can fact check me on that. Picasso, also great artist, but professional artist. All right? He was wealthy while he was working. He had schools. He had, he took his thing and he turned it into a business. Professional. Great artist, talented, didn't benefit him in his own lifetime, other than the psychological relief of painting. But didn't utilize that and leverage it because now people are making hundreds of millions of dollars off of his artwork, and he didn't get the benefit of that. Picasso did, right? So think of yourself that way. Are you Van Gogh or are you Picasso? Are you a broody, angry at the world kind of person who just doesn't like anything other than just being able to express him or herself? It's okay if you're that way, like if you really can't see yourself stepping out of that, but just don't expect like the world to flock to your feet, because you got to kind of be likable, and you got to be compatible, and you got to know how to work with people, and you got to get it a little bit. and put the effort into the other side of this stuff too, right? And or are you the person who looks at themselves as a skilled artist that understands that they have a business to run as well? So that's professional versus talented. Are you presenting yourself correctly? Do you do your homework on marketing? Do you see where the trends are? Do you look at what's being cast, where, what shows are popping up? Do you talk to your agents? Do you follow up with people? Are you professional? Hey, what are we doing? What's the plan? How are we moving? Be the captain of your ship and know where you're going, and have your team complement you on that journey, and just know everything that you need to know to strategically move forward and grow as a craftsman or woman, and leave the being a good artist to others who are not going to step on your toes in your journey to becoming commercially successful. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with just being a good artist. But then you do yourself a favor and just focus on the art and keep it as a hobby and just perform for the sake of performing, and don't set your expectations very high. And you might get discovered and somebody will work with you, but here's the problem. If you can't control your temper, all of these things, you don't want to have falling outs on set with directors. You don't want to be the guy that's hard to work with. It's just not pleasant. And in today's competitive industry, you're just going to start getting shut out. Okay? And if you don't care, then you don't care. But there are plenty of fairly big actors who just went through way too much trouble and got shut out way too many times, and people don't want to work with them. Why step on your own toes that way? You should be approachable and fun and grateful and professional, because that'll just give you more opportunities, and it'll make you be able to do what you love to do more frequently. All right, hope that helps. Take care.